America. They say it's supposed to be a new season, a new era. Well, a new era is supposed to bring about new battles, new decisions, new expectations. And around here, you better believe that means no shortage of opinions. Yeah, everybody thinks it got it figured out. Good thing I actually do. We got plenty to argue about, ladies and gentlemen, so let's get into it. Holla at your boy! Let's go.
Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back to The Final Word. I am your host, Candie, with Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp. We are excited for the new season and ready to get underway. How are you guys feeling about this new season?
I'm excited. Number one, let me stop you there. I know we're all about business, but we are so glad to have you back, Candie. The
Thank
other
you.
guy,
That's right.
Shannon Sharp, not so excited about seeing, but we'll take what we get.
Thank you. And I'd like to thank Carissa for filling in for me. She did a fabulous job.
That she did.
She did a great job.
Alrighty. We're going to jump on into it so we can keep this short. The first question I'm going to send over to Stephen A. Which of the three new divisions is the toughest heading into 2026, and which team benefited the most from where they landed?
I think you can look at a lot of these divisions and know that there's a lot of good people in all these divisions. I'll be honest, there's a lot of unknowns in the Stumblin division. Got 3 brand new coaches to the league. I have no idea what's going to happen there. But for me, I think you have to look at the Fumblin division as the toughest division. Other divisions talk about potential. Fumblin talks about coaches who've been through battles, been through wars. We've seen a defending champion up Taurus ZIG. We've seen a coach in Ziggyville get to the championship and in 2 of the last 3 years make it to the semifinals. And we know Victoria, who pulled off a massive upset 2 years ago to make it to the semifinals. These coaches know what they're talking about. The problem in Fumblin is not finding a playoff caliber team. It's finding out which playoff caliber team is going to get buried. Shannon, what do you think?
I'd have to agree. The Fumblin division, I believe, is the toughest division in the league. But I'm going to turn to that Stumblin division, where, like you said, Stephen A., when you're right once in your life here, that there is 3 new teams in that division, and we just don't know what we're going to get with them. Now, I have heard and seen some good things from Jeff and Josh in their previous ventures as coaches. So I know what they possibly can bring to the table. We know what we have with Candie. I think Tanya is the unknown. I just don't know anything about that group over there. So that's where my focus is the Stumbling division, just because I think that's going to be interesting. The Bumblin division looks pretty weak to me. We will see how that shakes out.
Yeah, I don't know if the rain is going on because we agree on a lot of the stuff here, Shannon. Your guess is as good as mine about the Stumbling division. I have questions about those coaches to see what they can pull up with. The Bumblin division, I'll be honest, they look like contenders at times, but they've also they've been awfully interested in that number 1 pick as well. So I think the Fumblin division is a group of death, and I think I wouldn't want to be in that division right now.
Agreed.
I think the Bumbling division is going to be the closest. I don't think there's going to be one coach that pulls away. I don't think there's going to be one that falls back. I think they're all going to be pretty equal there. So, all right, let's move on to the next one. Which coach is under the most pressure to absolutely nail their draft this season? Shannon, I'm going to kick it over to you.
Well, I would have to go with AJ's team. He, I believe, is under the gun to nail his draft, to build a team. I think if you look at everybody's keeper, who they're starting with, their anchor, they have a decent anchor compared to AJ's team. If you look at all the keepers kept, there's 2 QBs that were kept. There were 6 wide receivers, 3 running backs, and 1 tight end. So, and you think arguably all those are going to be the elite guys. So who does he really going to have to anchor that team? That's why I think that his draft is the most pivotal of everybody's draft this season.
Well, Shannon, you got the right division. I don't think AJ is the answer. AJ is not proven to be anything yet. I don't disagree with you. I think the draft is very important to him. But for me, it comes down to maybe two people. It comes down to either Mike or Victoria. When you look at Mike, I've compiled his all-time records as all of them. He's 1, 2, and 1 versus those coaches in that league. The only record worse than his is AJ at 1 and 1. Mike, doesn't lack confidence. But damn, the last time we saw Mike get in the playoffs, he got bounced.
Mike has Jamar.
But at some point, one player is not going to win.
That's no different than Ziggyville having Puka. It's no different.
Well, let's talk about Ziggyville.
Of course, let's talk about Ziggyville.
Let's talk about Ziggyville.
Ziggyville is probably the number one team to be excited about where they landed. I don't know about you, Shannon. I got numbers. I got receipts. In that fumbling division, did you know all-time head-to-head, not including Aaron because he's brand new, but between Raptorius, Ziggyville, and Victoria, did you know that Raptorius is a 5-3 all-time record? He is
how many belts has he got? How many championships has he got?
2 and 3 versus Ziggyville all time. Yeah, he had
There's only one stat that matters, and that's the championship.
That's not true.
It is true.
That's not true because 2 of the last 3 years, Ziggyville's been in the semifinals, not Raptorius. Now he's got a championship, there's no doubt. But in that same stretch of teams, Ziggyville is 8-3 versus those teams. He is 3-2 versus Raptorius, and he is 5-1 versus Victoria. Victoria might need this the most. Did you know her combined record versus those teams? She better nail this draft. It is 1-8. That's a 111 winning percentage. She better nail that draft, or it might be game, set, match for her. I think Ziggyville's screaming hallelujah to be in that division. It's tough, but he's battle tested. And Victoria, she better be praying to the gods.
Go watch some more basketball, Stephen A. You clearly lost it. The whole goal is to win a championship.
I know you
it's
don't
to win
like
a championship. And we have a bona fide champion in that league.
You know this is more than a 1-year league, right? You know there's and where did you finish?
So how long has Ziggyville been in this league?
How far did Raptorius ever get before his championship? He got to the second round. That's it.
All right, we'll see what the guys can do. They're going to.
He was able to finish. Raptorius finished. Ziggyville did not.
We're excited.
Been in this league a lot longer than Raptorius.
And Raptorius made it in the division. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and until next time. Bye.
Thank you, Candie.
See you guys. Bye.